All right, welcome to Saturday Night Baseball, live from Lance Beitler Field in beautiful Cashion, Oklahoma, where we've got Cashion Wildcat Baseball 2023 on display in the championship game here in the inaugural Broxton Green Memorial Baseball Tournament, where your 8th-ranked Wildcats in 2A taking on the number 1 Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs out of Class B, led by Coach Dale Bellamy, 13-4. We're going to have a good one. We appreciate you guys joining us. It's beautiful. And if you haven't had a chance to get out into your car, grab a little camper chair, get you something cold to drink, and head on out. We appreciate you joining us here tonight. I'm Neiman Ababi. Joining me here in the palatial press box of Lance Beitler Field is my man Mike Shaline and Dirk Fippen. Mike, welcome.
Hey, appreciate it. Man, did anybody sleep last night after that exciting game?
Yeah, it was pretty exciting, fantastic. A lot of folks I know walking up and letting me know that they've watched that last reel there with the walk-off, in essence, by Preston Cotter, the senior, about 1,000 times. It was fun. The place was screaming and hooping and hollering up here. It was big time. Wildcats, the Cardiac kids, coming back in a huge win last night, 4-3. They were down the entire game, basically, come back 3-1 in the last inning, bottom of 7. Were able to get bases loaded, and it was the senior Preston Cotter down 0-2.
0-2, and the foul ball
and
that
the
dropped.
Foul ball that got dropped. Absolutely lasers one's a ball off the left center field wall. Scores 3. Chance Acord beats the tag. Wildcats winners 4-3 in walk-off fashion, and excitement ensues here in Lance Beitler Field. It
was fun, to say the least. It was scary, but it was fun.
Yeah, Wildcats moved to 16-4. Ranked number 8. We'll see what happens here. Again, I'm not sure win or loss this will affect the Wildcats. Maybe win it'll probably affect it. Loss I don't think will hurt the Wildcats too bad. Wildcats, again, doing well over the last few games. And it's been Fort Cobb Broxton that's done well. They're on a 3-game winning streak. They've won 4 of the last 5. In fact, starting back on it's like March 30th. In fact, it's actually 5 of the last 6 against Mount St. Mary in 4A. They did lose to Bing 5-9, but came back to beat Canute, number 1 in Class A, 5-3. Lomega 8-0 here Thursday in the tournament, and then they were able to beat Okarche yesterday at 11-3. And they find themselves here in the championship against the Wildcats. The Wildcats winners against Verdon, 10-0 on Thursday. Came back again, had that amazing game last night over, I believe it's number 12 and maybe number 17, Dibble. I think it is number 12, Dibble, 4-3 last night. So we find it here in the championship game.
There you go. And, hey, I want to say this while the Okarche coaches walk out of here. If anybody's listening to those rankings, it's a travesty that Okarche is not ranked. Yeah. That's a high-quality baseball team right there. They just finished 3rd in this tournament. So pay attention to scores and who's playing who out there, because they should be ranked. Thank you, Jim. So we're doing that national anthem.
We can get everybody's attention. If you would, please rise, remove your caps, and join in the national anthem.
All right, God bless America, greatest country in the entire universe. So blessed to be here in Cashion, America. And we're so blessed to have you join us here tonight on Saturday night, championship night. as the Wildcats taking on the number 1 Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs. Again, 13-4 led by Coach Dale Bellamy. I'm Neiman Abavi. Mike Schlein and Dirk Fippen bringing you tonight's action. Dirk working the PA. He may jump on every so often. But, Mike, you were able to be here all day today. We had some winners. All right, we had some a couple of games earlier today. I guess who won that 7th, 8th place game?
So 7th and 8th place game, Verdon was not able to make the trip. So the Cashion Wildcat JV took on, I'm trying to even remember who they took on. Lomega. That's right, Lomega. And that was an 8-2 ball game for a long time. It ends up finishing up 10-2. So that was after, I think, 4 or 5 innings. So, but the Cashion Wildcat JV team had they would leave either 2 runners or 3 runners stranded every single inning. So opportunities were out there, but it's good to see those JV kids take on a varsity team. So Lomega takes home 7th place. Then in the 5th place game was Calumet.
Well, we're going to say consolation finals, Mike. I think that's what they say.
Is that what it is? Okay.
I think that's what they say nowadays.
In the consolation finals, it was 11-0 victory, Calumet over Alva. And we were down an umpire, so I got to go in the field and umpire that one. And then just before us, it was a final, Okarche and Dibble. I know Okarche won. I don't even know that I even saw what the final score was.
I didn't see it either, but I think Okarche won quite a bit.
I think
it was a big win.
Did.
Well, we appreciate you. We got the championship game here. So for the Wildcats, on the mound is our man, Chance Acord. Chance on the season, I believe, has 2 victories, I believe. And certainly, if you think about the guy probably with the strongest arm in the team, it's going to be the junior right-hander, Chance Acord. Behind the dish, we have freshman Barrick Wano, first base. We've got junior Derek Schlein, second base, Brody Nichols, the freshman. Shortstop, Cooper Frazee, third base, Preston Carter. Around the horn, we've got Gump. We have Max Higdon in center field, and we have Hunter Gibson in right. So up to bat is the lefty, Jackson Willits. If you guys are baseball fans, MLB, you definitely recognize Reggie Willits' lineage. Definitely, it's got a couple kids playing here, and it's had others in the past. So Jackson here, the shortstop, leading off, lefty for Coach Bellamy. OU commit. Oh, fantastic. I love that, Boomer Sooner. I hope he does well, just not too well.
It's my understanding that his dad is helps over there as well for the Sooners. So,
all right, so good mix there. We'll have a little change of ball here. We've got first pitch swung on, fouled 0-1 for Willits, the shortstop. On deck will be his brother Eli, second baseman. It's outside. So what do we expect here from Chance? What are we going to see here from Chance Acord, Mike?
I think you can see some speed, and some more speed with a little bit of a breaking ball every once in a while. So,
little shot to Brody Nichols, a freshman, right to him. Doesn't have to move. Gloves it. Around the horn, that'll be out number 1. So a little routine 4-3 here. Good work for the Wildcats getting out ahead here with out number 1. And with that, that'll bring up 2-hole hitter Eli Willits, second baseman. Is it Willits? Is it Eli Willits? Yes, okay. Just want to make sure.
I got Eli. He looks like he's definitely the younger of the two. So. Oh.
No, you're all right.
You want the roster?
No. I was just looking here. Just looking at his ERA, .76. So definitely less than a run here for Chance Acord on the season. Again, he is 3-0. I apologize. Took a win away. Takes a fastball right down the middle for a swinging strike. So 1-1 here for Willits. 1 out. Appreciate you guys joining us here on Cashion Wildcats TV. Powered by Squirtle, free of charge. And that'll be hit by pitch. So that one looked like it got away from him a little bit.
Did, just a little bit. I think he's trying to overthrow and ran that ball inside on the lefty.
So after hit by pitch, Willits trots down to first. I think he's okay. It kind of grazed his leg there. That'll bring up 3-hole hitter Blake Nunn, catcher, right-hander. Good size.
We were talking about pitching numbers after I was looking at last night. Brody Nichols got the 3-pitch win. The boy has started 3 games, yet he's 4-0. So pretty amazing stat there. So runner at first.
I like the look here. Nunn doesn't show much there, but I don't expect him to bunt here in this situation. 3 holes, usually your power guy.
Right. And sun really bad, looks like, for Hunter Gibson over there in right field.
A little throwback courtesy Acord on the season, I believe, has at least one pick, does he not?
I believe that is correct. Let me go through here. Acord, actually, he's the only one that doesn't have a pick.
Okay.
But and this is, I don't want to jinx it right here. He doesn't have anybody that stole a base on him all year. There's been 2 thrown out, but no one has stolen him yet. So.
All right, so looks like we're going to come at the batter here with this next look. Oh, we had a little shift outside for ball 1. So good spot there on that first pitch against Nunn.
Man, that was one where Willits definitely took a hard jump, and if you catch that just right, you'd have had him.
Yeah, if he was moving away from the bag on that little hop. Also trying to draw a box, so the gamesmanship there going on, and that'll be up top for outside for ball 2. So much different zone than what we had yesterday. Big shout out to our field and plate ump. We can't have the game without them. We don't always agree with them, and you hear that here on Cashion Wildcats TV, but we do appreciate what they do. Nothing personal. 2-0. 1 out, runner at 1, throw back to 1. It's going to roll to the backstop, to the side fence there as Willits will round 2, and that'll be a stolen base on the throw to 1.
I'm going to give that an error on the first baseman. You got to stop that at all costs. So.
All right, so count stays 2-0 here against the number 1 Mustangs. You guys ever been to Fort Cobb, Broxton?
I have not.
Dirk? You have? Watch some baseball out there? They have great facilities? Okay, all right. Oh, yeah. All right, so 2-1 here for Acord going up against Nunn. Runner at 2 as well. It's going to be a chopper to throw to 3. We'll have the force. The tag. They say he bobbled it. Wow.
This is coming out. That was a tag, and the umpire's going to say he bobbled it. I thought the tag was down. Mounts is going to come out and have that conversation.
So I don't know if there's an appeal opportunity to the home plate ump. It's a tough situation. Acord trying to get the lead runner. Certainly no force on. Had to get the tag. The throw was there in time. It looked like it was clean to me. I didn't see a – Dirk says maybe. All right, so if there was maybe a bobble there by the senior third baseman, Preston Cotter, I'm not sure if Mounts will have enough juice to get this one overturned. So with 1 out, is that a situation where, I like what Chance was doing there?
He had him. In fact, he even almost pump faked it once. But no, he definitely had him at third. I have no problem with the throw over there, and I think that happens, 9 out of 10 times. Yeah, that just wasn't one of them. All
right, so are we going to call that a fielder's choice?
We are fielder's choice safe, and he's going to just politely ask, hey, will you go talk to the home plate umpire and just make sure you got it right? There's 2 schools of thought here. Either there's some people that just want to get it right, and there's some people of, hey, let me come over here. We're sticking with my call. Let's make it look good. But we'll see what happens here.
And right now the body language from the home plun is like, I didn't see anything. So runner is safe at third. That'll be Willits as a Blake Nunn heads down to first. And that'll bring up 4-hole hitter Brody Devon. And a little first and third call out here by the freshman catcher, Barrick Wano.
So we'll see if we got something up our sleeve here for first and third.
Wildcats have had some opportunities this season working both corners to get outs. And we'll get the strike outside half there, outside corner. And 0-1. Got to be careful with those throw back to the
for sure.
pitcher with runners
third.
on, yeah. All right, so 0-1 here. So Acord getting ahead, steps off the rubber, says, come on, let's see what we got here. So Wano will come out and have a conversation. And that's kind of, Coach Mounts this season has worked 2 catchers. Wano's gotten most of the innings this particular year. And so, we've rotating, and it's a solid 6-pitcher rotation here for Coach Mounts and Coach Jay. It's good to get that communication down and get it taken care of. So runners at first and third, 0-1, 1 out. Top of first. Wildcats, the home team here. Back coming to third. Derek Shaline flashing the arm. I love that. So keeping the Mustang runners at bay. Haven't seen that from Derek all year.
I haven't. I don't know if that's something new they're throwing in there. So
0-1. Acord. We'll go back 3. We'll work at these base runners.
There you go.
May have been part of the scout, the game plan. And we're the last game, so we can go to midnight if we need to.
All right. They talked about taking the time limit off of this. I didn't know that we were even playing time limits in this tournament. Apparently it was 2 hours and 15 minutes was the time limits in these games. So.
All right. Well, time limit off, so get comfortable. Got some folks still showing up. 0-2 here. Acord well ahead against Devon, the center fielder. Runner goes, and that'll be ball inside. You know, great job there again. If you want to give Coach Bellamy and the staff there, they're probably expecting something low and away.
Right.
You know, something that probably wasn't up in the zone that would allow for, you know, a catcher get a clean look. So good baseball there by the Mustangs. So runners at second and third. 1-2 count here. Chop to short. Cooper Frazee. That'll score a run. The out will be there at first. And we don't want to play what if, but
right.
Oh boy.
But I mean that's set up from the pickoff attempt that goes wide that Derek didn't start they didn't stop at first, and then the what if it tag at third. So
a little pinch running here as number 22 comes in for number 5, Devon Nunn. And that'll bring up Caden Baker, the first baseman, 5-hole hitter here for the Mustangs. So with 2 outs, runner does come in on that last RBI. That'll be low for ball 1.
I have that being Riker Hill that came in to run over at third base. So.
All right.
So the 1-0.
Little drop there as Baker kind of feigned away. He's got some good hair there, man. Strong hair game for Baker.
Got the flow going.
And, you know, I hate to be stereotypical, but if you would have said what position does Baker play, my first guess would be first base. Big kid.
I would think so,
big,
too.
Big kid. Fastball right side. Will it drop foul? It does, thankfully, about 5 feet on the south side of first base line.
And impressive to see Baker stay inside that baseball and actually take it that way. So 2-1.
All right, so runner at third. Wildcats already giving up 1 run here as Willits comes around on the RBI hit by Brody Devon. Fastball, that's low. It's going to be back in the backstop. Runner will come home, and he'll be safe.
I don't know what Wano was doing there. He picked it up and acted like he was going to run to the plate. You get back, you find that ball, you plant your foot, and you shovel that to the plate as fast as you can.
So on the are we calling that a pass ball?
A pass ball.
On the pass ball, that will bring in Blake Nunn, actually his pinch runner. So that'll be 2 already here with 2 outs. 3-1 count here for the first baseman, right-hander Caden Baker. Acord will get the strike. And you can hear the gasp from the Fort Broxton Cobb fans. I agree with them. That was it had to have been a millimeter at the knees. So nonetheless,
this one's going to have to be right down the middle, I think.
That one will. Oh, it hit the corner. He'll get Acord's bought it, so the Wildcat fans will come back. Nonetheless, Baker will head trot down to first base with the walk, and that'll bring up 6-hole hitter Blaine Davis, the pitcher here for the Mustangs.
Number 11, pitcher Blaine Davis.
So I was watching Davis warm up down there in the bullpen. When we see him come to the hill, a side armor. So I don't know.
Right-hand side armor?
He was right-handed.
Oh, he's left. He's batting left.
So,
okay.
But he throws right. Yeah, so batting left, throws right.
We got a couple of those on the Wildcats. Max Higdon, the sophomore, and Brian Nababi, the freshman. So first pitch ball, 1-0. Welcome to the press box, Mr. Brett Green. You having a good time? Okay. Swings and miss. So great job there hitting the corner. Moves the count to 1-1. And they've kept Baker in there. Let's see what kind of wheels he's got. He's got a good lead. I wouldn't mind seeing that kid in a number 63 jersey pulling from the left tackle. 1-1. Gets the corner.
Great pitch.
It was a great pitch. Great pitch. 1-2 count here. Acord gets out ahead. And, hey, I know, again, we already mentioned what ifs. I just really wish we would have gone to one.
For sure.
We would have taken away both of these runs. But nonetheless, here we are down. Wildcats down 2-0. That's off glove. Baker does not go anywhere wisely. He didn't even bother to look. He trots back to first, and we'll go to 2-2 here.
Although Davis was telling him to go. He's pointing to second base.
I think that was the wise move by Baker. So we've got a ball on the field. How the heck did that happen? We don't have it. I'm not even sure how that happens.
I have no idea.
And we don't have the funky bunch. They don't look too ruckus out there. I'm not sure what happened. We don't have anyone in the pin or either pin. That's
really strange.
Huh? Interesting. So 2-2, deuces up, 2 outs. 2-0 on the board. Runner at 1 is Baker. Acord works inside for full count, 3-2. And another full count here for the junior right-hander.
Do you pick off to first base here? 3-2, 2 outs, thinking that
he might be going?
That he doesn't run a whole lot, so maybe he really wants to get there?
Well, he hadn't even bothered to look. I think they're going to try to knock him down. He's going. Swing.
There you go.
And there's the first K of the night for Chance Acord. Needed that one. And that'll be out number 3. But not after 2 are surrendered to the Mustangs. Wildcats will go to their half of the first inning. Down 2-0. Hang tight. We'll be right back. CWTV.
For 31 years and counting, Community State Bank has taken great pride in being your hometown bank. With branches located in Cashion, Dover, and Hennessy, CSB strives to reflect the small-town hospitality these communities are known for. Our friendly staff is here to serve you and provide one of the best banking experiences around, equipping our customers with the latest in banking technology combined with a personal, down-home relationship. Come into one of our local branches or visit us at www.mycsb.com. Community State Bank, small-town banking, the way it should be. Member FDIC.
All right, welcome back to Lance Beitler Field, CWTV production of Wildcat Baseball 2023. Appreciate you guys joining us. Neiman Abavi, Mike Shaline, and Dirk Phippen bringing you the championship game here in the Broxton Green Memorial Tournament, inaugural tournament. And appreciate you guys joining us here. Wildcats moved to bottom of 1 and find themselves down already 2-0. It's been a slow start for the Wildcats just about every game.
Right.
And so nothing new here. Wildcats will go with Cooper Frazee, Chance Acord, and Preston Cotter, 1, 2, and 3. And on the mound, we've got Blaine Davis, right arm, I guess a right-handed sidearm thrower here.
For sure. I was really noticing he likes to work the inside part of that plate, and looks like he's going to be right at the knees, so we got to be ready for it. I don't think this ball's going to be up very much from the sidearm, so.
All right, so for the Broncos, Willits at shortstop, Eli Willits at second base, behind the dish, Blake Nunn. Center fielder, Brody Devon. First base, Caden Baker. Pitching again, Blaine Davis. Third base, Blaine Delaney. Left fielder, Braden Davis. And in right field, Tanner McAdoo. All right, so Wildcats down 2-0. Again, I always love to play the what-if game. Why not? But again, tough situation. Wildcats... Chance Acord gets an easy one-hopper to him. Looks the third, as we both agree, was the right move, right? Get that lead runner. No force there. So a tag had to be applied, but we thought we saw a tag, but according to the field ump, it was a little bit of a bobble, so runner stays safe. And runners at the corners eventually coming in on a 6-3 ground out and a pass ball. So Wildcats down 2-0.
Shortstop, Cooper Frazee.
So Cooper Frazee, the junior, 311 hitting on the season, 434 on base percentage. He's got 19 hits, 16 RBIs. First pitch swung on. We'll go to the shortstop. That's Willits Jackson style, and he'll get it to his man Baker for out 1. And we've talked about it all season. You know, under Mounts, he has absolutely stressed seeing pitches, getting deep in the count. You've had guys like Alex Nabavi, Landon Lagasse, Logan Lagasse coming down. It seems like Cooper's got kind of more of a green light to take what he wants and when he sees it.
I guess, but there's something. A very first pitch of a ball game from a pitcher, your brain needs to register what it's seeing to be able to time that up. And I would have liked to seen us all take the first pitch first time around with a brand new pitcher. So.
And we've talked about it all season. The Wildcats have been great on the turn on the second go around. 1-0 here for Chance Acord, the righty. Junior on the mound, he'll get it off the end cap there. That'll be an easy roller to Baker. So 3 pitches, 2 outs, and that'll bring up the man of the hour for the last 2 games, senior Preston Cotter.
You'd think with slow start after slow start that we would stress, hey, you don't get to do it your way anymore. It'll be a team way, and we'll see a little more pitches, but we'll see what happens.
So 2 outs, Preston Cotter takes first pitch swinging. That'll be strike 1.
Man, so Davis with definitely a change of speed, and you're not going to be able to tell either way from his release point. So
1-0. That one will stay low, so 1-1. What's the advantage of a sidearm pitcher?
I just think the ball's rarely ever going to be high. It's going to look like it's coming at you and then break inside, and it's just a matter of how far across the plate it's going to break. So it's a different release. If you're used to looking at the hat, it's not going to be up there. It's going to have to be more at the hip, down at the knee. So
1-2 here for Preston Cotter, the senior. No one does it better with 2 outs. See if we can get a base runner on. That one is definitely outside for ball 2. 2-2. 2 outs. Wildcats down 2-0. On deck is junior Derek Shaline. And so Wildcats trying to figure something out here with a little 2-out rally.
So he's asking, the catcher's asking for it up high. And let's see, he does have the ability to drop down and kind of raise that up a bit. So Preston lays off that, so set up the 2-2.
And good work by Preston. Yeah, worked back all the way back. Full count here for the senior, right-hander. Preston hitting .379 and takes a hack there away, and that'll be strikeout, out number 3. And that'll end it 1-2-3 for the Wildcats as we go to top of 2. Hang tight. We'll be right back right after this.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Cashion FBC is a church seeking to grow in Christ and our love for the body of Christ. With ministries from children to youth to adults, we strive to present the gospel in an engaging and meaningful way. Sunday school meets at 9:45 a.m. and worship starts at 11 a.m. Children and youth meet on Wednesdays at 6 p.m. Please check our website at cashionfbc.org for more information, and we hope to see you this Sunday, located a half-mile east of Cashion.
All right, Cashion Wildcat baseball fans, welcome back to Lance Beitler Field in beautiful, sunny, spring-like Cashion, Oklahoma, as the Wildcats taking on the number 1 Fort Cobb Broxton in the championship of the Broxton Green Memorial Tournament, first annual. It's been a good one thus far this weekend. Wildcats with a big win over Verdon, a come-from-behind, exciting win in the bottom of 7 against number 12 ranked Dibble, and they find themselves down 2-0 here to the number 1 ranked Class B Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs. And as we move to top of 2, we've got 7-hole hitter Blaine Bellamy, third baseman up. So from a standpoint with Chance here, what do we expect to see here? Stronger and stronger? We're going to see some different pitches?
Typically gets stronger and stronger. You only have to worry about it when you get to about the 7th inning. But
grounder to Cooper Frazee, enough arm. Kid flashing the guns there as get the 6-3 ground out there against Bellamy for out number 1. So nice work there by Cooper. Didn't have to move a whole lot. Just
did not. I love the rifle. I mean, we saw the rifle last night in center field, gunning him at the plate. Now he's just doing it from the shortstop position.
Yeah, speaking of which, that was a big play from Cooper Frazee right at the paw, finding Nabavi. And that was coming back, in hindsight, obviously a really big out. So that first pitch is ball, 1-0. With 1 out here, up to bat is 9-hole hitter Tanner McAdoo, the right fielder. That one's up top just a little high, so 2-0.
See if he can just work down in the zone. I'd like to see him at the knees. I'd like to see if we can establish some sort. Know exactly where our corners are, where the low points are. There you go. Outer half of the plate right there.
Looks like McAdoo wasn't swinging until he got a strike. And barrel didn't come off his shoulder. 2-1 here, 1 out. Nobody on. That one is outside. 3-1.
So here we go. Oh, umpire stood up. I thought he was going to point, but we'll be ball 4.
It was close. It looked like it did get the corner, but I guess too low. So it'll be a ball 4 as McAdoo heads over to – oh, I'm sorry. That was McAdoo? Oh, it was. My bad. That was Braden Davis. My apologies. Braden Davis will head over to the left fielder. Now they'll bring up the right fielder, Tanner McAdoo, right-hander, as, again, Davis finds himself on first base.
Davis over there, a decent lead. You can see the bling in the sunlight.
Pop the chain. That one will go outside, and that will be a
you got another pass ball. That's something that's got to be caught. So
runner at 2 is Davis, showing his speed, hanging onto his gloves. That cracks me up. He's over there hanging on to him, running with him. Right-hander, nine-hole hitter Tanner McAdoo. We'll look at ball 1-1-0. And we'll go inside for 2-0.
So tried outside, tried inside. Just kind of we've learned with Chance that if he takes it off just a couple miles an hour, he's a lot more accurate.
2-0. And there it is. You talked about it. There's the strike.
84 miles an hour. Usually 81, 82 is his magic spot for accuracy.
You know, in Fort Cobb, they've seen some speed too, so don't get me wrong. We were reviewing their schedule this year. They've seen some of the top teams in the state, including Deer Creek and Westmore and Edmond North, which was, I think, was maybe a 1 or 2 run loss for them. So they've seen some arms, and Chance Acord definitely one of those. So 2-1 here. Runner at 2 is Davis. McAdoo, the right fielder, up to bat. Acord taking his time here. Looks like we'll work the batter. And then we'll stay low, 3-1.
We saw Chance hit, was it 89 in Pioneer on that board out there. So do
you believe that board?
It was pretty. I mean, I got no reason not to. I saw the jugs gun standing right beside me.
It was a legit setup, I'm telling you. Oof, there it is. I was about to say. That was a great spot there. It was I loved it. And you were talking earlier how the Pioneer guys did that. They do that for the opposing teams, right?
They do. Because the opposing pitcher looks back to see how fast he's thrown, and I'm sure he wants to see how high he can get that. And they know that balls are going to be in the dirt, in the turf over there, and it's going to turn into at least a couple more walks per game for them. So,
well, that one in the exact same spot just misses. It did get the corner. Must have been too low. We have a great look here. Again, I guess in essence, we've always asked umpires to stay consistent so we can figure it out. So that'll be another walk. That's the third walk of the night for Acord. Runners at first and second. That brings up top of the lineup Jackson Willits. Jackson grounded out on first pitch, I believe, was it not?
It was to second base.
Second base, yeah. So he'll take that one, strike one. So double play is on from any spot here in the infield.
Willits has good speed, and he's hitting from that left side. So anything you're going to turn it better be quick.
Bunt opportunity here with one out.
Oh, well, why not?
He'll go opposite side. So that one will go foul, strike two.
I think that'll take the bunt opportunity off.
Well, unless you're Watonga.
Right.
Watonga likes to bunt with 2 strikes. And no beef. That's just our running deal. We could just replace that with any team. But 0-2 here, 1 out. Two on the board already for the visiting Mustangs. Looking to add to that here at the top of 2. Sun is vicious over there on the right side.
It is. He's going to pull this ball over there, and they're going to definitely have to fight the sun.
You know, I haven't seen Acord work the runners as much as this, but maybe I've just forgotten. I know we talked about him not having a whole lot of stolen bases on him. Getting gritty there. Acord will come down. That one is well struck, but that will go foul. That's going to hit a red Tacoma. Watch out. Oof, almost a red Ford.
He cleared it.
Sure did. That's going to be in the yard over there on the side, and so that will leave the count 0-2. Well ahead is Chance Acord.
If you're watching this kid bat, I mean, obviously good hitter. Even he chokes up with 2 strikes. We should all pay attention to this.
So Acord staying a little outside and up high, trying to get Willits to chase. He does not oblige. So count will move to 1-2.
So Brody Nichols at second, Derek Shaline, Hunter Gibson, all with their gloves up, shielding their eyes before this play occurs.
Yeah, they won't get any relief until about 7:30. That one is outside, 2-2.
And I mean, does that play into a factor of what pitches you call so you don't, hit into danger over there? So especially with the lefty right here.
Yeah, but I got to believe with 1 out, he's looking for left field anyway.
Right.
Maybe no. No, maybe he's probably going to right. Yeah, my bad.
I mean, he would think to go to right to move runners.
Yeah, to move runners. Yeah, absolutely. He's doing everything he can to hit it over there, though.
He really is. I mean, he stayed inside that baseball and pushed it to this left side.
He must know something we don't. All right, so 2-2. Acord trying to battle back. He's given up a couple of walks here. He does have a K on the night thus far here as we're on top of 2. And that one is at the light pole. I mean, that was an absolute moonshot. That one's going to hit a tree as we got a Cashion Wildcat JV player over there with his hands up celebrating that he got it. He was probably chasing that last one.
And the first base coach is telling the kid on first, hey, look how far back your first baseman's playing, and watch how far he gets his lead here on this pitch. He's forever off.
2-2, one out. Jackson Willits battling. He'll chop that one into left field. That'll be a four-hopper. That's going to score a run as it's bobbled by Gump. Cutoff is over the head of Frazee, and that'll
I don't know why we're not charging that extremely hard and coming up with it on our side and at least throwing to 3 to prevent the runner from getting there. But we just played back on our heels that time.
Yeah, it's almost like the Wildcats are still stuck in last night and forgetting they got a game here today.
I mean, how do you turn that single into a double that way?
Yeah. So tough play at third. At the top of first, the Wildcats don't get the out. That ends up being a run. Another run comes in on a pass ball. Here, a couple of walks and a base hit have brought in another. Wildcats down 3-0. That one will snap. It looked close. I guess that'll be ball one.
I'm still amazed that that's not an error. That's just turning a single into a double. He's running out of the box, and he sees what's given to him and takes second base.
Little conversation here, Wano and Acord, getting things on equilibrium, balance. 3-0, Wildcats down here as the Mustangs have added another run. They're still threatening with runners at second and third with just one out. That's outside up top, 2-0. Mechanics-wise with Acord, are you seeing anything here?
It's just overthrowing a bit. Stride down the mound, get down in your legs, release, and that ball will come down.
Wildcats rolling up here, the infield on the inside cut. That's going to be chopped foul. So Coach Mount's making the correct scenario here is if that would have gone to first, Derek would have had plenty of time to hold the runner and touch first base for out number 2.
And here's the trick. If he gets a ground ball, he's going to run right at the runner coming down the line because you can always tag and still keep this runner at third. You don't have to go back to the bag.
Outside and up top, 3-1.
So first base is open. I'd rather not put somebody on it, so let's just find one pitch at a time here and get back in this.
Top of 2 here. Wildcats already down 3-0.
That ball will be up. We're just not finishing. Drive off that rubber and release out in front, but you got to finish with that arm more towards the ground.
Any chance we see Coach Jay come out and at least maybe have a conversation?
I think you're exactly noticing what's going to occur right here. So Coach Jay is going to ask for time and go have a talk with his junior out there.
Yeah, nobody's in the pen, so don't worry.
What are you talking about? I see a bunch of people in the pen.
Yeah, none with a Broxton Green 10 jersey on.
Right.
You're funny, man. I love it. Hey, big shout out to Flour and Fennel sponsoring some pizza up here. Love those guys. We're going to get them to advertise for us next year. We've got a Ben Harmon, Camden Maroney sighting. Ben Harmon, wide receiver for the UCO Bronchos out in Edmond. And Camden Maroney shooting a 74 or 72? 74 at Perkins. Camden, what's been your top finish this year? Second, where at?
Okay.
Caney Valley. So, Camden Maroney, are you considered the one bag?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice.
Well, we got somewhere in there. We've got Aaron, Holton Aaron, Camden Maroney, Max Brown, Camden Miller. Who else do we have out there? Ashton Moore. Yeah, that's right. So I know Mark Parrott runs out there as well. So big shout out to our 4th-ranked Class 2A men's golf team, boys golf team. Doing wonders, trying to get back to state. Runners up 2 years ago, finished in 4th last year. All right, so we've got a new batter here with bases loaded. That's Blake Nunn, the catcher. That one's outside. He'll get the call.
Man,
wow.
I appreciate the little help there.
Dude, we'll absolutely take
struggling.
it. We'll absolutely take it there as Nunn, the catcher, reached on fielder's choice, did end up scoring a run. He was safe on fielder's choice. I think that's how you scored it, Mike.
There you go.
So 0-1, 1 out. Up top, breaking ball does not drop. Moves the count to 1-1.
Hey, we'll share this with you. So
Please.
I broadcast the first game today,
Yep.
and then I went and umpired with the same kid
You're
that was
nuts.
behind the plate.
You're
And I
nuts.
said, hey, I just have a question. Can you hear us back there? And he goes, oh, yeah, I can hear every single thing you're saying. So it's good to know. So
Is that right?
that's what he said.
I've asked
I
that.
can hear every single thing you're saying.
I'm not. It's not going to change what I do, Mike. But
Oh, I know. We know this.
But I had asked before, and I was told no, we can't hear you. We can't hear you. So now did you like differentiate like?
Well, I told him I enjoyed his strike zone. I thought it was true. I said we'd seen some
Yeah.
that was not as true to the strike zone. I thought
Okay.
he had a real. And he even said, he goes, I'm a taller guy. It's harder for me to call the up and the down. But he goes, as far as left and right, I'm good. So
That's going to go to left field. It has a chance to bleed. It will. Right off the handle. Little battle out there between Gump and Acord. Throw should be there. It is out. So great job there as Cooper Frazee kind of fighting Gump for the ball, is able to get Preston Cotter the tag opportunity. He does get the runner number 2 out. That'll be out number 2, but not after another run comes in and another RBI for the Mustangs.
I don't quite understand why we're playing so deep. If a ball gets over your head, so be it. We haven't hit one in the gap yet. I think you got to keep them honest until they burn you. But we do get an out of the play nonetheless.
So I believe that was Tanner McAdoo who comes in to score. It was Jackson Willits out at third base for out number 2. Eli Willits with the walk sitting at second base, and that's now, I apologize, number 3, Brody Devon up to bat.
Oh, so 2 runners scored on that play.
Catching up here. My apologies. So give credit to Blake Nunn on the hit. Brody Devon, the center fielder, 6-3 ground out for out number 2 in the first inning.
That'll be down, so.
Yeah, looks like ball 1. So 1-1 here. I like Chance getting out ahead. I thought he had a chance to come back. On deck is Baker, the first baseman. Wildcats trying to get that third out here. I've given up 2 runs already here in the 3 runs, I apologize, here in the second inning. That one's going to be hit off the handle again. It's going to come to Preston Cotter, and that'll be out number 3. The Wildcats mercifully end that particular inning on the pop to 5. Out number 3, but not after 3's been scored. Wildcats find themselves down 5-0. We'll go to timeout. Be right back.
Oklahoma Career Tech's been serving up skills to doers just like you for over 100 years.
But this ain't your great Grammys of Pop Tech School.
Oklahoma's favorite place to learn new skills keeps learning new tricks. Everyone knows the best way to learn is to do it yourself.
Sir, you okay?
Because you shouldn't have to wait to do what you love. Whatever you choose to do you.
Oklahoma Career Tech.
Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape is not your ordinary pool builder. From traditional to exotic and anything in between, our staff offers paramount quality and service through the entire design and build process. We provide service to the entire OKC metro and surrounding towns. So relax, knowing our team is wholeheartedly committed to building a trusting and lasting relationship with you. Visit us on Facebook or give us a call today at 405-285-9729. Absolute Pools, Lawns, and Landscape.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always.
All right, welcome back to Cashion Wildcat TV, Wildcat Baseball 2023, live from Lance Beitler Field's championship night in the inaugural Broxton Green Memorial Baseball Tournament. Wildcats find themselves taking on the number 1 ranked Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs, and they're down 5-0. Derek Shaline lead off for the Wildcats here at the bottom of 2. Take first pitch strike.
He'll look at that first one just to get an idea of what's coming around.
How many
there.
pitches did Davis even throw? Like 5?
Right.
Oof. Oh, no.
That was low, but we'll get a called strike. So you're in a hole here. So, yeah, he threw 9 pitches in that first inning.
Goodness.
So.
9 pitches. Wow.
Derek can choke up and do something with this.
He does. He's got a nice little knock towards short. Backhand throw will be over Baker's head. Nice work there by the Wildcats. That was deep enough. I mean, that was going to have to be a big throw there by Jackson Willits. I don't know how you want to score that, but I don't care. Wildcats finally get a base runner on.
I think the fact that he put it that spot in the hole, I'm going to do the same thing for just about anybody. That's going to be a hit.
Yep.
Number 10, DH.
So nice little leadoff hit as Derek Schlein will get a pinch runner, and that'll be Braden Stimke. Looks like, I think it's Braden.
It is Braden Stimke.
Okay. So Ryder Likens, the freshman, injecting himself as a DH here today, will take first pitch strike.
That's the first time that I've seen Davis really live on the outer half right there. So showing you something different. So Ryder Likens doesn't have a lot of varsity at-bats. This is only his 8th varsity at-bat. He has 1 hit. He's been walked twice, so 200 average here. They like him. I think I heard he handles velocity well, so I think that was the idea to put him in the lineup. That's what I heard, so we'll see.
Okay. Sounds like a lot of thinking.
Right.
Too smart for me. 0-2. Likens will get a piece of that. They'll go right side. So staying alive, that's going to hit, looks like a little Nissan something.
I do know for a fact that is our home plate umpire's car over there, so we'll have to keep an eye on that.
0-2. Stimke in for Derek Schlein at first base. He's going to come back on cue there. He'll shake a little bit of the rubber pellets out of his belt. So a couple freshmen out there for the Wildcats. Freshman Ryder Likens at bat here. Down 0-2 against Davis. Sidearm will come back in, and we'll get the K backwards variety.
Man, got to swing the bat, guys. I don't know if we're looking for a walk or you're 0-2. It's anything close. You got to protect. You got to expand the zone.
So that'll bring up Hunter Gibson, right fielder. Hunter on the season batting right around 245. He'll get first pitch strike there.
Hunter does have 3 home runs on the year, so
watch out.
You never know.
Big kid. Love to see him with a number 44 running the middle linebacker line,
right.
But nonetheless, he'll just be hitting home runs. He'll stare at that pitch right on the corner. Well done. Hey, listen, just kudos to Davis. So there's nothing I can say about his game right now. He's been as efficient as you possibly can. 0-2.
I mean, you got to know that the ball's going to run away. And, man, we're not looking strong with the bats so far. Second K of the inning.
At the plate, number 10.
So that'll be the third strikeout against the Wildcats in favor of Blaine Davis. And that'll bring up Carson Gump, left fielder, who has been batting right around 5 and 6 hole for the Wildcats, now down to 7 hole. See a little change up here, and that'll go outside for ball 1.
I mean, I feel like, you see where the outfielders are playing for Cobb. I mean, they're not even respecting you for any kind of power. Let's swing the bat and see if you can find some gaps.
So 1-0 here for Gump. Take that pitch. He'll chop that one a little too hopper to the pitcher. Pitcher will get it there in time. And that'll be a 3-1 ground out for Carson Gump. Or I'm sorry, 1-3 ground out for out number 3. So Wildcats do get a runner on. I won't even complain about base runners left on in this situation. Wildcats do go down as we move to top of 3. Bagel's still up there for the good guys. We'll be right back right after this.
We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples, Nix, and Diesel Horst, and we are here to help.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Kyle and Gina Van Druff have the answers to all your real estate and insurance needs. These guys will have you covered in a one-stop shopping experience. They are local agents, local supporters, and active in the Cashion community. They are also proud parents of past and present Cashion students. Kyle and Gina help their clients make the right choice. Don't wait till it's too late. Call 405-607-4300. Go Wildcats and number 88. Let's have a great year.
Walk it up. Get you some.
Now is the time to protect your family with Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi.
All right, welcome back. Top of 3, Wildcats down 5-0. Appreciate you guys joining us here. Championship Saturday night live from Beitler Field. Wildcats taking on the Mustangs. Chance Acord on the mound for the Wildcats here as we move to top of 3. Gets first pitch strike against the first baseman, Caden Baker. Caden earlier in the first inning had a walk.
59 pitches through 2 innings for Chance.
He'll get Baker to swing on that one. That'll go foul for strike 1.
So
0-2. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Started.
0-2. My apologies.
He had one more ball than he had strikes, so we'll see if we can change that around for future innings. So
0-2. Gets that one to chop to Cotter. He's going to gobble that one up. Throw it at 1 is definitely in time. He had plenty there. So good work there by Preston Cotter, the sure-gloved third baseman. A little soccer flip around. That'll be out number 1 on the 5-3 ground out.
Love to see how he didn't stay back on that ball. He went got it.
Yeah, and that's been the story. You've talked about that, between, situations in left field, et cetera. Wildcats needing to get a little shutout here going and get some offense. Acord will first pitch against Blaine Davis, the pitcher. Blaine with the strikeout, the lone strikeout here for Chance Acord in the day. They're in the first inning. They'll get first pitch strike. That's up top for ball 1. Again, plate umpire's been pretty consistent. He's like that low stuff, though.
Oh, for sure. The one on Derek was pretty low, and we'll see if they continue to live there. Oh, what a great bunt. So
Cotter, glove throw is just a bit outside. Fantastic work there.
That's a single all day just in the placement of the bunt, I think. So.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So Blaine Davis, hey, you know what? I love the kid was excited about getting on there.
Right.
He'll have a courtesy runner there as number 6 will come in for him. I believe that is going to be Kay Rogers, pinch running or courtesy running for the pitcher, Blaine Davis.
And I was told it just says K on ours. It was Cray. I asked Coach. It's Cray Rogers. So,
Cray Rogers, okay.
Be glad I asked her. It was going to be Kenny Rogers.
And nothing wrong with Kenny Rogers.
No, not at all.
Nothing wrong with Kenny Rogers, the gambler, my man. All right, so up to bat here is the 7-hole hitter, Blaine Bellamy, third baseman. He had that 6-3 ground out for out 1 in the second inning. He led it off there for them. That one will go a little high and inside for ball 1.
So definitely going to have to start putting some 0 spots.
Yep, going to have to.
On the board here.
It's going to have to start. Come back, kids. This is good. 5 runs is tough. 5 runs is tough.
You got some.
Dirk Fippin's going to get fired. You know what? I appreciate Dirk because he takes the pressure off of me and you, Mike, right?
Right. But, hey, up here it's just the Wild Wild West. So.
that one's on loop.
I didn't know. Hey, it's our great nation, the Wild Wild West. So.
Acord coming back, getting a couple strikes here. 1-2 against Bellamy here. So nice work by the junior right-hander. Runner at first. Decent lead. Nothing big here. He's going to go back, hold him honest. And again, it's going to be my annual complaint, or not my annual, my daily complaint. Why do we have a coach's box when no one wants to actually stay in it?
Well, did you see the last tag that came at third base? I mean, it's like he was down on the ground going to make the call himself. He was so close to the bag. So.
Well, exactly.
Right.
Well, that's the whole point of the box, Dirk, right? To keep you from stealing signs so easily.
Yeah. Yep. You can look and see what kind of pitch he's. I mean, if you were on that side, you could see what he was trying to grip. But yeah, he's trying to steal signs from being that deep.
So,
Yep.
Anymore though, with the electronic stuff, it's impossible.
Right.
Unless you get some of
Check swing. There's the K. So good work there by Acord, getting out number 2 on the backwards K of Bellamy.
There you go.
And that'll bring up Braden Davis, 8-hole hitter, left fielder. Davis in the second inning had a reached on walk and did score a run. That was a 3-run inning there for the Mustangs. Bunt. That one will go foul.
We're talking about coaches being out of the box in there and whether or not they can look into the catcher and steal signs. And Dirk shares with us, I bet the Astros could figure it out even without the electronic help, that it should negate all that stuff.
Plastic trash can.
There you go. Bang for me.
There it is. 0-1, little pick back. So, again, Acord working the first base runner there. Wildcats down 5-0. Need to get some offense going.
So, once again, Chance hasn't had a stolen base on him. It's been a defensive indifference if anybody's gone to second. So, he does a good job of holding runners there. And then all you got to do is worry about throwing strikes. Did he go?
That'll be a ball. So with the field ump at second base, it's up to the home plate. We're working. We're learning every single day out here, thanks to my man Mike Shaline, our rules expert and color guy expertise. 1-1, runner at 1, 2 outs for the Wildcats, top of 3. That swung on straight up. Max Higdon, Cooper Frazee. It'll be Cooper Frazee. He'll get out number 3 as he tracks that one down all the way on the grass. And that'll end it there. So the Wildcats finally holding the Mustangs to 0 in an inning. And we'll go to bottom of 3. Be right back. Wildcats down 5-0.
Internet security is becoming more of a fear every day. Protect your family against malware, viruses, intrusions, cyber attacks, and more. Modern internet deserves modern security. Get the best of both worlds with Pioneer in-home Wi-Fi and the Smart Wi-Fi app. Download the Pioneer Smart Wi-Fi app today or visit gopioneer.com for more information.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
All right, welcome back. Lance Beitler Field, Neiman Ababi, Mike Shaline bringing you championship Saturday night as the Wildcats taking on the Mustangs. It's been all Fort Cobb Broxton tonight as they have a big 5-run lead, 5-0 here as we move to bottom of 3. Up to bat here for the Wildcats will be the freshman Brody Nichols, second baseman for the Wildcats. Brody hitting right around, I think, 200, 217.
Yep, 217.
And has got about 5 or 6 hits. Takes first pitch, ball 1 against Davis. He'll take that pitch, strike 1.
And that's one that I would take as a strike for the first strike every time. That's right in the hands. So.
Yeah. Amen, amen. So you notice a little sidearm action here from pitcher Blaine Davis. He'll go outside and stays away. Good, nice work there. Nice call there by the plate ump. 2-1.
I hope we're noticing. I mean, that was in on the hands, and then that one was trying to go get the outer half. So changing the eye slot just a little bit where it's coming. So
3 Ks and just 1 hit here for Davis and the Mustangs. That one is well struck, but in the glove to the pitcher, Davis. And that'll be a 1-3 ground out to start the 3rd inning. Out number 1, and that'll bring up 9-hole Max Higdon. Max on the season batting right around.
Max has struggled to start the year.
Okay.
He's 1 for 21 getting started here. So, but he's been working in the cages really hard. Let's see if he can barrel something up and get something started for the Wildcats.
So the sophomore, one of our young guns, plays right field, center field. The Wildcats will take first pitch, strike.
And he's a taller kid with a big zone. So
on deck for the Wildcats is my man Cooper Frazee. Higdon will take a hack there. I like the swing. I have no problem with that.
I was hoping he'd take it the other way. That's what he's been working on, is taking it the other way, and he tried to pull that outer pitch. So
he'll have to protect here, 0-2.
He is choked up here. I like to see that part.
He'll put one in on it. That's going to go straight up. It's trouble. Third baseman will come over. He's got the fence and will make a catch. I got to tell you what. Look, man, I am not a Fort Cobb Broxton fan, but I got to give you credit there as the third baseman. That was Blaine Bellamy. You know what I loved what he did? He found the fence first and worked back into the field as the wind kind of held that one up. That will be out number 2. That's enough complimenting the visiting team. And they'll go back to hating on the Mustangs.
That's still tough with the bullpen there with the corner of the fence riding right on your hip. So,
well, 2 outs.
We got the music.
Just unplug it. Just unplug it. Or do so. Oh, I guess it's yeah. I don't know, brother. Maybe you breathed on it too wrong. 1-0 here for Cooper Frazee, the one-hole hitter for the Wildcats. Shortstop. He's steered. That was a little up top there for strike 1. Cooper on the day had a ground at 6-3 on just one pitch. He took first pitch, took a hack at it. Well struck. Cooper will put it in play. That's for sure. That good eye there as it goes to 2-1 for the junior. Cooper playing in center field, one of our fantastic pitchers for the Wildcats. Obviously at shortstop today. He does a great work, great utility here for the Wildcats. Big hit right side. That's going to be trouble as the right fielder is trying to track it down. He will just get it. Almost thought he was going to run out of real estate.
Well, they were shifted so hard left that there was plenty of room. He just put way too much air into that. I bet that kid, he cover 50 yards to make that catch. So, right.
All right, so with that, we'll leave it here. Might as well leave it here. I appreciate all of our fine sponsors. You'll see them in the corner. Kyle Vandroff with Farmers. And absolutely really appreciate, again, all of our 22 platinum sponsors that keep us running, give us equipment, keep this free of charge, which is the most important thing. Chance Acord heading back out. We do have a change here. It looks like Nathan Nabavi will come back out to catcher. So the junior who caught the last couple games, he's got his wrist taped up pretty good. I know he's battling with a thumb issue.
Right.
What's that? Okay, so we do have a pitching change. So with that shift, Acord will go to second base. So Mike, get your game changer ready as Brody Nichols, the freshman who came in. How many pitches last night?
3.
3 pitches.
So I think he's going to need more than 3 this time.
Yeah, he will. He probably will. So let's start off the freshman Brody Nichols on the season. Again, 3-0.
And I apologize, that hasn't been updated for tonight's game.
Is he 4-0? Yeah, he's 4-0. He's 4-0.
You can add 3 pitches to whatever that total was. So I don't think he had a strikeout. He got a double play ball, I think, out of it.
He did. Estimated 17 strikeouts. He's only given up 4 walks. Again, right around 13 hits, but he's been extremely efficient. I've absolutely loved seeing this kid grow. Comes from a baseball family, and you can tell. So Wildcats and Coach Mounts with a little bit of change here as Nichols, the freshman, will come out to the mound. Nathan Abavi will come back behind the dish. That'll move Chance Acord to second base, and I think it's pretty much chalk around. We've got Gump, Higdon, and Gibson in the outfield. Shaline at 1, Cooper Frazee at short, and Preston Cotter at third base, and that'll bring up, looks like number 8-hole hitter Braden Davis, the left fielder. Braden in the second inning had looked like
number 10, right fielder, Tanner.
Oh, I was wrong. Braden, I'm sorry. That's right. It is Tanner McAdoo. Need to keep up with your business.
You're good. I'm kind of surprised with Chance moving to second base. I figured they'd move Gump over into second base, move him back out to center field, and then move Max over to left. But, hey, Coach knows more than I do. So
sometimes you go with your feel, right?
Right.
0-1. That's going to be a chopper to Nichols. After he gets the strike, that'll be an easy underhand toss to my man D. Shaline, and that'll be out number 1. So good start there for the freshman.
For sure. Helping his cause. Pitcher has a glove too. So
number 7, shortstop, Jackson Willett.
So with the 1-3 ground out for out number 1, we're back at the top of the lineup again for the
third time.
I
mean, obviously, you expect it to be there too, but they've rolled through it a little bit.
So the lefty back up, Jackson Willits, 4-3 ground out in the first, a hit and a run in the second. We'll take that one. Was that off the?
That was off that front edge of the plate. So,
can we do something about that?
All I think is there is some pellets underneath there that's causing that to raise up. I think we need to lift it up and see what we can shovel out of there. So
that how does that thing anchored in? Is it a plug as well?
I just better be a deep plug.
Yep.
So
all right. So 2-0 here for Nichols. Again, Willett's a fantastic player, shortstop. He's had a couple of opportunities in the field. Brody will get that, try to get that outside half. He's staying away from the lefty.
He is. He expects him to pull, but last time he went to Oppo because that's where he looked like he wanted to go.
Outside set for Nabavi. He goes left side. That one's definitely foul, so it'll move the count to 3-1.
So OU commit here, good-sized kid. So looks like he got quite a bit of muscle on him. So we'll see how Brody handles this. That'll be inside for a called strike.
He gets it. Willits knows it. So good pitch there by the freshman coming inside on the big OU commit. Boomer Sooner. 3-2, 1 out. Mounts with the call here. Let's see what we got here from the freshman right-hander. Does he attack him? Breaking ball gets him around the horn for out 2. So Brody Nichols coming in. The kid he's got ice in his veins.
I mean, the kid on the year, we talked about it last night. He's got a 4-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio, so he starts that one off well with a strikeout swing and a miss on the leadoff.
Kid's like, number 1 Fort Cobb Broxton, Boomer Sooners commit. I'm gonna go right at him. Gets the K. That's his first K of the night. Wildcats get out number 2, which is most important, and that'll bring up Eli Willits, the second baseman, 2-holder, another lefty here for Coach Bellamy. He'll get that corner there for strike 1. So
there you go.
Give credit to Nichols getting ahead.
Hey, I like it. He's always been composed. I mean, from the first time we saw him over there in Calumet, he spent a lot of time on that rubber before. So he's dealing right now.
Where was that one?
I thought that was a good pitch.
I know. You give me the uppity up. Looked good to me. 1-1. That one's a little low. We usually we've been getting those. We've seen those earlier in the game, but that one will go ball 2-1. Can you get me a Diet Coke? Oh, he's turning the lights on. Okay. No, I don't need a hot dog. I had a piece of pizza from Flour and Fennel. If you haven't eaten there, you're crazy. Get yourself over there. Fantastic. Chicago style, Detroit style. I'm a fan of the New York style. They got baked ziti, all sorts of stuff, cookies. I probably ought to get a free one here for talking about them so much. 2-2, 2 outs. Nichols with the delivery. That's a hard knock into right field. Hunter Gibson with the glove on the one hop. Not in time to get the speedster Willits as he gets to first base, and that will be a hit here in the fourth inning, and that'll bring up 3-hole hitter Blake Nunn for the Mustangs.
You know, I'm not. When this happens with 2 outs and you roll through the heart of their lineup, if you can get through this, it actually works to your advantage.
Yep.
So I'm not so worried about that line drive right there. Now it's all about getting Nunn here, who's your 3-hole hitter.
All right, so Wildcats with the freshman on the mound here. Nichols coming in the fourth inning. He'll throw back to first base. He and Derek Shaline working a little bit of buddy-buddy BFF action here to keep the base runner. I do believe we have a pinch runner here on. Or maybe we don't. Maybe that is Willits. My apologies. He'll come back to him. Yes, it is. I don't have numbers. I probably ought to get
numbers. That's number
soon.
2, so that's the same kid.
All right, so Wildcats down 5-0 here in the top of 4. Need to get another bagel, but got to get some bats going.
That'll be the first. Or no, that's not a chance out there anymore, but that will be a stolen base on Brody Nichols.
So Nabavi in his glove looked up, popped out. I guess he was a bit surprised that Willits went.
He took off early in the count, that's for sure.
So give credit to the base runner there for the Mustangs. Nabavi will reset. 1-0, Nichols on the mound with 2 outs. Just need to get this batter. Gets the strike there, so good pitch.
I love the breaking ball there.
And, we didn't see a whole lot of that from Acor, did we?
We really didn't. He was fastball. He was still trying to find location. But, yeah, I can't recall one 12-6 curveball that we saw at all.
1-1, 2 outs, runner at 2 is Willits. Little wheel, nobody there. Just keeping his man honest. I like it, Brody.
I've always wondered when a runner is out there playing that game and he looks like he's going to take off, but yet you have already established that you're throwing the curveball that's going to be slower. Does it make you spin just because,
runner goes. That one's hit and run. That's going to go to center field. Higdon running. That'll be over his glove. Tough angle there for Max. As the score runs, Nunn will stand up at third base with an RBI.
I don't understand why when we have a speedy Chance Acord that is used to playing center field and covers a lot of ground, why he's playing second base for us right now.
All right, so we'll have pinch runner, little courtesy runner, I apologize, for your catcher, Blake Nunn, as number 22 comes in. That's Riker Hill. Up to bat will be Caden Baker. Well-executed hit and run. That's 3 hits in a row here for the 2 hits in a row here for the Mustangs as Devon comes up, center fielder, grounded out 6-3 in the first, pop to third base in the second for out number 3. We'll take first pitch strike 1.
I thought that looked good.
Umpire wanted it. You can call it, my man. Played up. You just go with your first thought there. 1-1, though, is the count. Runner at third for the Mustangs. Wildcats trying to get out of this inning. They've given up 2 in the first, 3 in the second. Nabavi will get a try to knee on that one as that hits the corner of the plate. Takes a crazy bounce. No runner goes. Shallow backstop there. So Nabavi with enough feet there, enough bounce to kind of get that to hold the runner. But he won't. He'll need to be careful. He'll need to be a wall here. 2-1, 2 outs. Just misses.
He didn't like the low stuff.
He was liking it earlier.
Right. So 3-1. We'll see if Brody can battle one pitch at a time.
I like Nabavi with the thumb down. He's trying to do everything he can to show that pitch. 3-1, delivery past Cotter, well struck. That'll go to left field. That'll score another run. Poor cut to Cooper Frazee as the runner will go, and he'll get tagged out at 2. Fortunate.
Oh, my gosh. Just come on. The ball was there. He tagged him on the foot. He tried to play that dance, but still got him, and I don't understand.
So credits Devon with an RBI that drives in another run here for the Mustangs, up 7-0. Danger for the Wildcats here, top of 4. And that's Baker up to bat, who reached on a walk, did ground out 5-3 in the third. Tough play there. Again, after this pitch, we'll and that'll be hit by pitch. So as Baker trots down to first base, and they'll bring up Blaine Davis. Tough situation there in left field again. It was a poor throw on the cut.
It is.
And again, give credit to the Mustangs. They recognized a short throw, good round, and they've got a runner at second base now.
Well, we're playing so deep. I just don't understand. You're not even playing angles at this point. You're so deep in left field. You're almost turning singles into doubles. I wish we would come in at least 10 feet.
Runner goes.
Takes off for third.
Throws down. Is it in time?
Oh my gosh. You are 0 for 3, sir. You are 0 for 3.
All right, so everybody saw it. We're going to have time as we have a stolen base. So the situation was Nathan Nabavi with a lefty, stolen base attempt to third base. Nabavi easily in time gets Cotter. Cotter with his glove on the ground, on the turf, as the base runner slides in. Coach Mounts and the field ump having a bad day. And this is why you don't say anything to our umps.
You don't. He came in here earlier and said, what was my grade? And I said, you're doing a great job,
So the field ump will
don't be prideful. Just get it right.
He'll saunter over here as the home ump will have a conversation. Who had the best angle here? Let's see what we'll have a call as runners at second and third now as Coach Mounts was trying to get the time. And wisely, if you're the Mustangs, get that stolen base. They do. Cotter and the bunch here looking to get that out. We don't have any shaking of the head or any, I don't know here from the plate ump, but we're having a good long discussion. We'll see what happens here.
It's okay to just get the call right.
It was pretty bang, pretty easy call here. Again, the Wildcats already down 7-0.
Don't be prideful. Come on. I mean, you could obviously tell the home plate umpire saying, dude, he looks out to me, and the dude in the field doesn't want to relinquish the call at all. Just get it right.
Well, I got to tell you, again, if you're Fort Cobb Broxton, you take it. You rock and roll with it. The Wildcats, again, here trying to get the out. This is the longest discussion I've ever seen for what should be a pretty easy call. The home plate ump should have saw that as well. We saw it from up here. It was pretty straightforward.
Right, it was pretty easy.
I mean, yeah, and that's fine, and so we won't do the Jeopardy. So let's see what we have here.
Oh, he's going to yield to the home plate guy. He talked him into it. Now he's going to call him out, and he's going to tell the third base coach why he's calling him out before he comes and makes this call right here.
Yeah, but
he does. Hey, Blue. He doesn't have a say in if it is out or safe. So let's just make your call, and you can have the conversation afterwards.
So not sure the situation here. It should be pretty straightforward, but we're going to have another dialogue, and so they're going to say out.
And he's going to say out.
So, hey, at the end of the day, the right call was made. Thankfully, the home or the plate ump had a good angle, thankfully. Coach Mounts, livid, firing off, coming out, wisely asked for the appeal. After about a 20-minute discussion, the out is called, and thankfully the inning ends as the Wildcats do give up another 2 runs and find themselves down 2-0 as we go to bottom of 4. Hang tight. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back, Cashion Wildcat fans. Appreciate you joining us here on Saturday Night Baseball live from Beitler Field as the Wildcats taking on the number 1 Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs here in the championship game of the Broxton Green Memorial Tournament, first annual. The Wildcats have dug themselves a significant hole down 7-0. They've given up 2 in the first, 3 in the second. They bageled up the Mustangs in the third, came back and gave up another 2. Brody Nichols has come in relief of Chance Acord, but give credit to the Mustangs. They've generated runs off of hits, off of walks. The Wildcats have done nothing with their bats, and we find ourselves here at the bottom of 4. Leading off for the Wildcats will be Chance Acord.
Second baseman, Chance Acord.
Chance now here with his second at-bat. The first one was a ground out to first base off the end cap, and that'll be ball 1.
So, I mean, how smart of a pitch is that? You got him off the end cap last time, so you throw a slider away, seeing if he'll do the same thing, but Chance smart enough to lay off of it this time.
Gets the strike there, 1-1, and give credit there again. Blaine Davis, the sidearm guy. He's got looks like 4 Ks, I believe, 3 Ks. He's just given up 1 hit. That one to Derek Shaline. That was a backhander from the shortstop. So Wildcats have been struggling. 1-2 here on the foul for Chance Acord. And that'll be hit by pitch. No, yes.
We just get out of the way just enough, I guess.
It sounded too solid there. It sounded like it went off his shoe, but that'll move the count to 2-2. Wildcats desperate for a leadoff here, leadoff base runner. I would maybe get 3. I mean, let's just get 3 here. You don't want to get all 7 here, but maybe just chip away. Yeah, absolutely. That one will be a chopper to short in time. Yes, that'll be out number 1.
Half a step.
Yeah, Acord moving down first baseline. That'll be unfortunately be out number 1. Wildcats have just not struck the ball at all.
They haven't.
What's happening?
And I know this ball, side armor, he's going to try to live low. He's trying to get ground ball after ground ball after ground ball, and we're giving it to him. So
6-3 for out number 1. That'll bring up Preston Cotter, who had a K in the first, and he's got a first pitch swing here for strike 1 in the 4th inning.
Preston has a pull mentality, and this kid, the ball's going to run away. You almost have to think right field and stay inside the baseball
and he come back
take
inside
it that way. So, and then that one he runs inside and stays true. It doesn't have any run on it. So catching our batters off guard.
0-2, 1 out. Cotter. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that's out number 2. We might have time to go home and this continues like this and maybe get some chores done. Mow the yard.
You got some daylight left.
Gracious. Okay, all credit to the Mustangs. Wildcats do look flat, but give credit to the Fort Cobb Mustangs. They've been fantastic on the mound. They've generated a lot of hits. Obviously 7 runs. Oof. Derek Schlein takes first pitch. Derek with the only hit of the day here for the Wildcats.
He looked tardy on that one, so.
He checks off on that one for ball 1.
That was almost a call. I think that was called a strike in his second pitch in his last at bat, but lays off it here for a ball.
Wildcats need a little magic here. 7-0.
I don't know what we're trying to pull. Take the ball that way. Extension.
All right, so Derek Schlein, Wildcat leading hitter on the season. 1-2 here. No one better.
He's way late even on the choice. It's got to be yes, no. You got to expect every pitch to be a strike and then hold off. You can't make your decision halfway down the pipe.
All right, so with another K, the Wildcats will go down in order 1, 2, and 3. We'll go to top of 5. Wildcats down a bunch. We'll be right back.
Storm season is coming, people, and your first choice for roofing needs should be Rhino Roofing. Locally owned and operated, the Rhino specializes in all types of repair and replacement. Large scale, traditional, modern, unique roof lines, they can do it all. Protect your home and your family with the specialized services of Rhino Roofing. Visit our Facebook page today and make an appointment. Rhino Roofing is all the hype for any roof type.
Looking for a solution to your water well problem or just needing a new well drilled? Western Drilling does water well drilling and repair. They are experts in pumping system installation, troubleshooting, and repair. Western Drilling works with domestic, ag, and irrigation wells. Give them a call today and explore all the solutions. Western Drilling supports Cashion High School. Go Wildcats!
All right, Cashion Wildcats, welcome back to Lance Beitler Field, Cashion, Oklahoma. Beautiful Saturday night. What's not beautiful is the Wildcat performance thus far here in the championship of the Broxton Green Memorial Tournament. Wildcats, fantastic game 1 and game 2. Game 3 here has been a clunker thus far, down 7-0 to the number 1 ranked Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs. Up to bat here for the Mustangs is Davis. Blaine Davis?
Yep.
Yeah, that's play. There was a throwdown. That's exactly right.
Number 11, pitcher Blaine Davis.
So Blaine Davis on the day had a K in the first, did get a hit in the third on that bunt down the third base line. Nichols will give the fastball down the middle. Max Higdon working back to his right. That one had some action on it.
It did.
At the paw, makes a right foot stab, comes back over, and Higdon gets out number 1.
That's what happens when you stay inside the baseball. You're going to get that curve like that. You're also going to get a little bit of rise. So give Davis credit for squaring that up, but Max Higdon with the wheels to go make the catch.
Love it. And to your point, Wildcats at least in center field and right field up. Max Higdon, speaking of center field, hold your breath.
Hey, I need every bit of that 6 foot whatever it is to jump up and make that catch.
So charging in was Higdon from the paw. And looked like I had a little bit of extra action there at the end as Higdon quickly goes up to get that one as that one was too close for comfort. But it is out number 2, so big thanks and kudos to the sophomore center fielder here for the Wildcats. Gets 2 straight balls and 2 outs.
We call that a rebound for the basketball.
Braden Davis,
player.
left fielder up to bat, trying to work that inside pitch. So Nichols, again, staying efficient here, not throwing a whole lot of pitches. Wildcats trying to work to get that third out. And that'll be too low, so that'll be 2-0. Crazy end of the last inning, the 4th inning for the Wildcats when they were on defense. Did eventually get that stolen, or I guess that pick
Caught
at third.
Stealing,
yeah, caught stealing at third. annulled. Called. Actually called.
Called correctly. So
that's been one of the few bright spotlights here for the Wildcats. 3-0 for Brody Nichols against the right-hander Davis. He'll get the strike there.
There you go. So your percentage goes back up a little bit on your 3-0 pitch.
So Braden Davis, left fielder, walked, scored a run in the second. And he'll take a swing there. Oof.
So working fast and coming back in the count.
Brody Nichols, again, ice in his veins. 3-2, 2 outs. Looking to get that K. He'll get Davis to work right side. That'll go out of play as Derek Schlein tracks that one to the visitor dugout. So count will stay here full. Nichols trying to get his second K of the game. Oh,
and he does. Oh! That was a strike.
So a tough situation there as Davis heads to first base on ball 4 called by the home plate.
Number 10, right fielder, Tanner.
I got to tell you, it was a really good pitch. We do have the best view, don't Mike? We absolutely have the best
right
view.
On top
I mean,
of it.
and we can tell, and I know we're high, but we can tell based on the glove position and the height of the catcher, where we're at. You know, knees to number. He got him. Call him. Oh my God.
So Mounts is just beside himself.
Absolute bullet from Nichols, catching Davis, paralyzed. Should have been out 3. I know we're Homer Television, but I tell you what, if I was just calling regular old high school baseball, that's an easy call. Field ump decides that he disagrees with me. Wow. He was out.
Was he?
He was out, brother. Brother, he was out. Dead in his tracks. I don't even think he was touching the bag when he called him safe. I think he was still in the plank position there, Superman position. All right, fresh batter here after the walk is Tanner McAdoo. He'll throw back to 1. That's going to go off the butt.
That'll be a bad throw on Brody
by Davis.
Nichols.
So Davis making his way to second base. No damage here. So again, that's tough, situation where you felt like you got the K on the corner, and then coming back on the pick, Nababi with a little conversation. Actually, will come out as Davis will check his shoes. Or I'm not sure. Do we have an injury situation?
Hit the bag. Hit the bag. Strange sliding in. Okay.
Well, that's a shame.
No, you don't.
So Wildcats staring at 9-hole hitter Tanner McAdoo, and as Dirk was offering up here in the press box, that leaves the 1-hole hitter Jackson Willits on deck. Jackson 1 for 3 on the day, but a kid certainly that can produce. Boomer Sooner. All right, so it looks like we're going to have to. I guess he can come out, get a pinch runner.
Yes, he can.
And then burn that pinch runner.
Yep.
And then he can come back out if he needs to.
The pinch runner could stay in the ball game if they wanted to. So this will be a sub, but Davis will be allowed to re-enter 1 time. So
number 6 looks like will be coming out. That will be Kirby Rogers, not Kenny.
Or was it
Cray Rogers? Okay.
So
all right. So with that, looks like Rogers was asking about. He had a couple questions, but they're gonna work him back to 2. All right. So the Wildcats with 2 outs, down 7-0 here. In the top of 5, Brody Nichols, the freshman, on the mound for the Wildcats, coming in the 4th inning. I think he's got a couple Ks, does he not? He's got 2 Ks, I believe. He's given up 3 hits. Maybe 4, I'm not sure.
I don't know what the conversation was there. Cray Rogers came in. He was a courtesy runner for, I believe it was Nunn, the catcher. So he could still be a pinch runner in this game. I just don't think you can do it twice in the same inning.
All right, so Nichols back to action. That one's just up top, just misses ball 1. Nababi changing out balls here with Nichols. Let me make sure get a good feel there. 1-0. Long way here. McAdoo again with a walk and a ground out here in the game. 1 for 2.
The game is kind of stalled right here.
When I see Nichols, I don't think that this phases him. I think he get good body language, in a good spot. Fastball inside, and Bobby with a good block there, keeping the runner at 2. Bob's gonna have to stay active. Got to keep that guy at 2. And give credit to Fort Cobb. They've been stealing bases. They've been aggressive. They've been caught stealing. They should have been called out a few times. We'll see what happens here. 2-0. Strike there. Nice job, Nichols coming back. Fastball down the middle. 2-1.
This is one of those, hey, if you wanted to be in this ball game, you had to get off to as fast of a start as Fort Cobb Broxton did, and we just haven't done that.
Almost still stuck in last night. Get the strike there. We needed that one with the runner at 2. Right. Not now, but we'll take it. 2-2. Good pitch there by Nichols. Actually, in fact, the pitch that should have struck out Davis was way better than that one. 2-2, 2 outs. Runner at 2, deuces around. Top of 5. Fastball, chop, swinging. And that one will roll back to the backstop. That one was – did it hit the bat?
I think it cue-balled directly off the end of the bat and straight down into the plate.
That is the strangest thing. I almost thought like he completely missed it and just hit the plate.
Right. I think he just got the nick.
Cue-balled. That's a great term. 2-2. Nichols looking to get that third out here. Let's see if he'll – maybe inside set by Nabavi. That one is hit right to Cooper Frazee for out number 3. Easy peasy. The Wildcats going to have a tough hoe here, down 7 runs. We'll figure it out here. We'll be right back. Cashion Wildcats TV.
Legacy Insurance and Financial Services is proud to be on Main Street in Cashion, Oklahoma, supporting our Wildcats while riding business throughout Oklahoma and surrounding states. Legacy agents who share over 40 years of experience will shop many carriers to fulfill all of your insurance and investment needs. We welcome face-to-face meetings, but if your needs require an online virtual relationship, we are versed at those too. Let the team of Chris Gibson, Chris Cochran, Aaron Phoenix, and Christina Branson at Legacy Insurance and Financial Services help you build your own legacy, one you will be proud to live and to leave.
All right, welcome back. Cashion Wildcat TV production of Cashion Wildcat Baseball. Appreciate you joining us here today on Championship Saturday tonight as the Wildcats taking on the number 1 ranked Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs in the Brexton Green Memorial Tournament. I'm Neiman Abavi, Mike Shaline, Dirk Fippen and the bunch up here in the palatial press box of Lance Beitler Field. And the Wildcats find themselves in a, what are we going to call this? A ridiculous deep hole? I don't know. What do you want to call this? The abyss?
You can't just chip away now. Now you need some big shots. So you need home run type shots. So
Wildcats down 7-0 as we move to bottom of 5.
So do you think the outfielders are playing in based on the way Davis pitches, or do you think they just are like, hey, until you burn us, we're going to play in?
I think it's based on the pitch. I think on the pitcher. I don't know what you would see from the Wildcats production-wise if you were just watching the game to say to yourself, oh, they can't hit.
Right.
I don't think that's the case. And that, they haven't shifted for, 1 through 4 versus, the bottom half. So I think they just feel like he doesn't, create a, with his sidearm pitch, doesn't, generate a lot of long hits. 1-1 against Likens.
Oh, that almost hit him, and it's a called strike.
That's a tough pitch there. So 1-2 for the freshman. Ryder with a K earlier in the game. Backwards variety. Seen him stay in the box here. He does get a hit right side. Right fielder charging up will make the easy out.
Hey, that was one of the few that's actually been hit to that side of the field tonight. So Cooper tried, but that one was a little more pure to opposite field try there.
So Pop the 9 is out number 1, and that'll bring up Hunter Gibson. Hunter the junior had a K as well in the second inning, his second at bat. That one's going to be outside corner for strike 1. We needed that one earlier.
I like to see Hunter Gibson just get mad here.
Well, everything's out there. He'll probably work back in on this pitch. Big hit, left center, straight up. Center fielder will be under it. And that's Brody Devon with the couch. And that'll be out number 2.
Left fielder Carson, go.
So pop to 8 will be out 2, and that'll bring up Carson Gump. Carson with a look like I think he had a ground out to first base. Is that correct? Is that what you have?
Yeah, I think that's right.
All right. So he'll take first pitch for ball 1. Good call there by the plate ump.
Actually, I had a little dribbler that the pitcher got.
Pitcher, that's right.
Across,
that's right.
so.
1-3. That's right. I can't read my chicken scratch. 1-0, 2 outs. That's going to be straight up. Shortstop will make the easy catch. Wildcats with 3 straight pop-ups.
Well, we're making this way easy, guys.
So pop to 6 will be out number 3. Wildcats go down again 1-2-3. We'll go to top of 6. Wildcats down to the last 6 outs. Be right back. All right, welcome back. Cashion Wildcat TV. Neiman and Bobby, Mike Schlein bringing you championship Saturday night as the Wildcats taking on the Mustangs from Fort Cobb, Broxton. And it's been all Mustangs here in the championship game, up 7-0. Wildcats, again, held scoreless first, second, third, fourth, and fifth inning as we move to top of 6. Leading off here will be Jackson Willits, the one-hole hitter shortstop lefty for the Mustangs. Fourth at-bat for Willits, who's doubled up. I don't think there's any Wildcat that has more than 2 at-bats. That one's in the turf, front of the plate for ball 1. Willits, again, 1 for 3 on the day with 1 hit in the second inning and a strikeout. Nichols, the freshman on the mound, coming in for Chance Acord. And that'll be well inside off the backstop back into Bobby's glove for ball 2. Chance just never really got going, did he?
No, he really didn't. 70 innings pitched, 37 strikes. So 37 strikes, 33 balls. He only gave up 3 hits, but that turned into 5 runs, 4 of those earned. He did have 4 walks. That just kind of allowed innings to keep going and keep going. Yeah. Did have the 2 strikeouts and the 1 hit by pitch. So
that one is fouled off by Willits, the Boomer Sooner commit. 2-1. Oh, I had a chance there, I thought. So Coach Jay with some encouragement to the freshman. 3-1 here. Tell him to get a deep breath and reset. Comes back down, hits the fastball. That's well struck to right field, and that will thankfully go foul by 3 feet as Jackson Willits hits the corner there by the right side funky bunch. Hunter Gibson working extremely hard to get to that corner. That would have been easily a stand-up double, if not a triple there for the leadoff shortstop for the Mustangs.
If that stayed in the field of play, and maybe it didn't, we didn't miss by much. So.
No. It's a narrow alley over there on that fence line. 3-2, full count. That one is straight up. And that one will go out. Good conversation. A good talk as Cotter comes over. I didn't see what happened.
It went straight up, but the question was, it wasn't going to stay within the fence line, and it was going to be close. And certain people lost it up there in the blue sky and the lights up there, but it did run out of real estate.
All right, count stays full here. No outs, nobody on. Top of 6. Wildcats down a lot. They're going to need to put a 0 spot on the scoreboard for sure if they want to get back in this. Nichols, the freshman right-hander, on the mound. Fastball, that one is hit to left center. That's going to curve into Gump. One hopper deep at the fence as Willits flashing his speed. Stand-up double.
I mean, Willits turns singles into doubles. He's pretty quick, and he knows to get out of the box in a hurry.
So after that hit, that'll bring up 2-hole hitter brother of Jackson, Eli Willett, second baseman here. Eli on the day has had 3 at-bats, hit by pitch, scored a run in the first, walk in the second, hit and scored a run in the fourth. Another lefty here for Coach Bellamy and the number 1 ranked Mustangs. Been impressed with them. I know
for sure.
Dirk talks about them all the time, and absolutely I've been impressed up and down the lineup, defensively, offensively. They've earned it. Mike, they did well in the fall.
Oh, yeah. They won it. They were your Class B champions. So,
is there in the fall, is it still 3 divisions, A, B, and 2A?
Yeah, 2A, A, and B, yeah.
2A, A, and B. Okay. So there's just 2 divisions? Wow, big hit. Willits to Gibson. Gibson frozen, didn't take a step back. Trying to read that one. That will score his brother easily as that hits the warning track, and that'll be a sliding triple for Eli Willits. Good throw there by Cooper Frazee on the cut. Or was that Acord?
That was Cooper Frazee.
Yep. Looks like Hunter just kind of got stuck out there in right field. Do you think he lost it?
I don't know. He just first step's got to be back. Something hit that hard, especially. And I mean, what's the worst that happens? It bounces in front of you for a single, but you definitely can't have it go over your head for a triple. So
Blake Nunn up to bat, the catcher, 2 for 3 on the day, and that one was just outside. So for ball 1 for Nichols. The top of the lineup here for the Mustangs, kind of timing up Nichols here these last at-bats. And he'll, that one's just low for ball 2. Body language, everything around here is really poor.
Yeah, I mean, so far, Fort Cobb Broxton with 8 runs on 8 hits, and the Cashion Wildcats no runs on 1 hit, and that ball never left the infield.
Yep. That one struck left side. That one will thankfully go foul to the Funky Bunch. And so that'll move the count to 2-1. Again, the Wildcats extending a lot of emotion and effort in that game last night. Right. I thought maybe there would be a positive carryover. It looks like sitting around all day, maybe watching Netflix, drinking Capri Suns.
Right, something.
Maybe.
But, hey, there's no excuse. I mean, Fort Cobb Broxton makes the healthy drive.
Oh, absolutely.
Over here, so,
absolutely.
There's a tired bus ride that goes on with that, too. So
that's going to be hit to short. That's going to be off the glove of Cooper Frazee. That'll score a run as Blake Nunn makes it all the way to first. I don't know how you're going to score that.
I scored that in error the other day, and Coach Mount said, hey, that's pretty good up the middle. I need you to call that a hit. So we're going to call that a single there.
Okay. So we'll reset here. No outs. 9-0 now. Runner at first is Nunn. Up to bat is Brody Devon, the center fielder. That one's going to go straight to center field. Max Higdon hustling to cut that. It'll drop in front of him. And no chance to get the force at 2 as Chance Acord will get that ball into Brody Nichols. And, again, it just I don't know.
CNI single right there, Texas Leaguer, whatever you want to call it. But that's almost one where you fake like you're going to catch it, and you know you're going to get the 1 hop, and then you just go and get him at 2. So.
Yeah. All right, so Nabavia will come in. So with runners at actually looks like Coach Jay will come in to have a conversation with Nichols as he's given up 4 straight hits here in the 6th inning. It's scored a few. Hey, again, my comments regarding the Wildcats have nothing to do with Fort Cobb. I'm just saying I wish we could match it. Right? I believe coming in that Fort Cobb was going to score runs today on whoever pitched.
Sure.
I knew that was going to be the case. I'm just sad, disappointed that we couldn't match that and carry on that momentum from last night. And it just looks like it's just been poor body language from the beginning for the Wildcats. And it's been a landslide, an avalanche here as the Mustangs have scored 2 in the first, 3 in the second, 2 in the fourth, and now another 2 here in the 6th.
And they didn't even pitch their guy.
Yeah.
I mean, Willits, Bellamy, they went with Davis, who's a quality pitcher, don't get me wrong, but I think maybe they saw the deep balls that were hit. I mean, they can watch this feed and watch us play last night. Maybe they saw the deep ball and said, hey, a change of speed might do us some good.
Well, it's worked, so give credit to Coach Bellamy. Nichols will stay out there. He'll get the strike there. Good work coming back to get Baker swinging, the big first baseman. Baker tonight, this is fourth at-bat as well. Had a walk in the first, 5-3 ground out in the third, hit by pitch in the fourth. 0-1 here with no outs. Wildcats looking at runners at first and second, and that'll go outside. That'll advance runners. In that situation.
I mean, that thing bounced, 4 feet in front of the plate? So.
Yeah, well, I don't know what you do off the turf. I got to talk to Nick Nabavi, who's up in here, like, how do you read that? And I guess the best situation is to slide your entire body out there horizontally to see if you can block it. Great pitch. Gets the Mustang Baker to swing for strike 2.
So right now it's just about 1 out at a time. It's a 9-0 ball game. I don't even worry about the runner at second and third. Granted, if they score, that's just more runs you got to score. But right now it's just about shutting down the inning. So
that'll be fouled off right side. And this is not typical here for the Wildcats this year. So, give credit. And again, this is a lot of games.
This game 22.
Game 22 in this short season. Not a whole lot of time off for the Wildcats. And they don't get much time off as they get right back at it Monday and Tuesday. Thankfully, they'll get some rest Wednesday, Thursday. They'll get actually 2 days off before playing at home with Kingfisher on Friday.
Right. Lowest output of the year this year for the Cashion Wildcats was the 5-2 game at Calumet, that second game at Calumet. So normally we're putting, probably averaging, 8-9 runs a game. So,
yeah, baseball's a crazy game. 1-2 here. That one's straight up to center field. Higdon.
I'd almost go 3 with this.
Will make the catch. They're going to go to third base. They will try to get him. It's not there, so the sac fly to center will score another run as Nunn comes in. 10-0 for the Mustangs.
Coach is going to go over there and whisper something in Willett's ear. And for me personally, I thought he left about, just a tad early. When he walks over there and whispers something in his ear like, maybe you got away with one. But regardless, we got 1 out, but not before the 10th run scores.
All right, so sac fly by Baker. Out number 1, that brings up Blaine Davis, the pitcher. Left side of the plate here, Blaine with a K in the first, a hit in the third, and line out to center field in the 5th. It's Brody Nichols, a freshman. I don't necessarily see Coach Jay burning anyone else today, do you?
Oh, no, I don't. I think everybody's going to be set where they're at would be my guess. So,
0-1, good start here by Nichols, the freshman. Runner at third is Willits. That's going
to get away with a pass ball, and that'll be the 11th run of the game.
I missed that one completely.
So it was definitely catchable. It was low, but we just got to glove it.
All right, so 11-0. Hey, nobody on.
So as we talked about, the run rule is 8 after 5. So at this point, the Cashion Wildcats have to score at least 3 when they come to bat.
Ball 1. Coach Mounts giving his encouragement and his critique of the pitch there. 1-1 against Davis. He'll go left side, foul, strike 2. 1-2 here, 1 out.
Uh-oh. There was a foul ball, and it took a while, but eventually you heard ooh, so I'm sure there's a car over there that got tagged.
Who parks over there?
Not me.
You did, Brett? Dude. That one's going to go to shortstop. Hooper Frazee with the glove, the throw in time for out number 2 on the ground out 6-3 variety. So,
hey, we got 2 outs.
So Blaine Davis goes down, and that'll bring up Blaine Bellamy, the third baseman. Blaine on the day, 6-3 ground out in the second, backwards K in the third, and a line out to Max Higdon in the 5th, his 4th at bat. We have Wildcats that haven't even gotten their second. It's a little slice of humble pie here for the Wildcats.
Yeah, it really is. And I'm sure if you're Dibble when you're watching this from last night, you're like, yeah, well, there you go. So I'm sure that was a heartbreaker last night.
Yeah,
for
but
them,
Dibble wanted no part of this either. I'm just going to put that one out there.
Sure.
So there's not a lot of teams that want any part of the Fort Cobb Mustangs. Wildcats coming in with the opportunity here to pick up another ranked win, but right now it's looking like it's going to be tough sledding as they're down 11-0 here, top of 6. Appreciate you guys joining us if you're still out there. Cashion Wildcats, again, sitting at 16-4 currently, still have a lot of the season left. 2-1.
That's a flare that'll go out to right field. So
Hunter Gibson with the glove out there. Hunter Johnson. Who's Hunter Johnson?
I don't know. Do you know a Hunter Johnson?
Huh? Hunter Johnson. So with that, Coach Mounts will come out to Nichols as Blaine Bellamy gets to first. That's his, I believe, the 5th hit, including a sacrifice fly and 1 ground out for the 2 outs. So,
hey, I think we are. It looks like Parker Atkinson's going to get some time. So.
Okay. So let's see if does Nichols replace anybody?
Let's see. Is he going to? I would think he would go to second base.
Yeah. So I guess Cooper goes to center field.
I don't know where Derek's going. He's got his first baseman glove. He's just going out here to have conversations, I guess.
Yeah, looks like Chance will be going out to the outfield. So Nichols is done for the night.
Looks like Gump is coming out.
Yep. So it looks like Chance Acord will go from who was our starting pitcher, went to second. Now will be going to center field. That'll leave Higdon in left and Hunter Gibson in right as Gump comes to the dugout. Parker Atkinson, the junior on the season, has done well.
Oh, for sure.
He's got 1 win. He's got 1 loss. He's given up 11 hits. ERA of around 4.35, has 13 strikeouts.
So I'll take those 13 strikeouts against the 4 walks. He's just had like 1 or 2 innings where I think Calumet barreled it up a little bit. So other than that ERA would be down, and it has been creeping down. So we'll watch Parker get warmed up here. So Parker, he's a kid he's not afraid to go in the green room and get his work in. I saw him over there yesterday. I saw him over there today. He is a kid that's a little hard on himself, so he's going to definitely dig in, and he's going to want it. I can promise you that.
All right. Wildcats, take a deep breath. We've got to figure this out. Down 11-0. Wildcats have had some amazing comebacks this year. McAllister comes to mind.
Right.
During the Broken Bow shootout.
Last night, definitely. That one's going to go down as one for the books. This one would be pretty amazing. Runner at 1. First pitch strike, so good start there by Atkinson. 0-1. At this point, just fill it up. 2 outs. Wildcats just need to get another out and need to get a lot of runs. Throw. That one will come off the glove of Cooper Frazee. I think it might have had a chance. It's a solid throw that just the runner slides right into, but was about your only opportunity there. So
1-1.
So a little bit up.
I guess. I don't know. I guess the umpires like hanging out with us. 2-1, 2 outs, runner at 2. That one's just got to pick that up just a little bit. 3-1.
Hey, I know this is kind of as much as it's 11-0, kind of a downer for the tournament. I thought this has been an amazing tournament. The last couple days, just honoring Broxton and just the festivities around the ballpark. It was almost kind of different. Normally when we have a Friday, there's kids coming out of classrooms watching games, but it was Good Friday and everybody was off. But I love the community rolling out and watching some good baseball out here.
Yeah, well said, well said. Well done. First annual, we're definitely going to have a gajillion more after this. 3-2. He'll get the strikeout. Good work as Rogers trotting down to first base, gets rung up on the second one, comes back in and watches the third. That'll be out number 3, and we move to bottom of 6. Mike, from a standpoint, again, I love the competition here, right? So Coach Mounts who's trying to find as many games against as many people as he can,
right,
to hang on to any type of votes he can, as we all have discussed this entire season. 2A, A, and B baseball do not have districts because there's a majority of the teams don't play football, and so you can't have district alignments like you do in Class 3 and above.
Too much travel, right?
I guess.
Distance.
Sure. I mean, it hasn't stopped Guyman from traveling and other groups, but you can say that, whatever. Distance, sure. I think there's other reasons for it, but we'd have to have another whole podcast and vlog or whatever on that subject matter. But nonetheless, Coach Mount's chasing teams, and God bless these guys for coming out here to play in this.
Sure. They came here 3 days in a row.
Yeah.
So
and they traveled a long ways. So big credit again to all of our teams here: Fort Cobb, Lomega, Okarche, Calumet, Dibble, Alva, and Verdon coming out here to join Cashion in the first annual Broxton Green Tournament. Certainly would have liked to see the Wildcats in a little bit more of a competitive scenario here in the championship game, but you never know. So Wildcats here, most likely with their last 3 outs, going to at least have to get 3. Brody Nichols will lead off for the Wildcats. He'll take first pitch and foul that one off. Strike 1.
They have fouled a ton of balls over there this weekend. So we'll see if we can get a rally. Last night I turned my hat backwards.
Yeah, I did. I
guess
did too.
we
I'm
need
going to do it again.
We need to turn the rally caps on.
Yeah, well, that didn't help because we got a strike there. So
I guess I should have turned the rally cap on from the bottom of the first. So
it'll be Nichols.
There you go.
It'll be Nichols, Higdon, and Frazier for the Wildcats. They'll be strike 3.
We got Nick Nabavi in here with the Mohawk rally cap.
Yeah.
So
all right, so Max Higdon, the lefty, the sophomore, batting 9-hole for the Wildcats, up to bat. Max. Second at bat. I don't know what he did at his first one.
First at bat, he popped up in foul territory.
That's
The third baseman made a great play over there.
He did. So good call there by the plate ump on the ball. A 1-0.
I mean, at this point, I think you just make it as a personal challenge if you're a hitter. Every single person, hey, I'm going to go do my job. I'm going to go do my job. I'm going to go do my job. And you can only control yourself here right now on the offensive side.
Wildcats need a base runner.
Right.
Need a base runner. 2-0 here for Higdon, the lefty. Sophomore playing a little center field and left field for the Wildcats. They'll stare at 3-0, dirty 30.
There you go.
Is this the first 3-0 look for?
Got to be, right? For at least for us on the offensive side.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That's a good pitch.
3-1 as he works back inside on the lefty.
Now, this is where you kind of determine what kind of hitter you are. 3-1, give an idea of what you're going to see. And there, he barrels this up a little bit. He puts it up in the air, but.
And that'll be a fly out to center field, left center field. Max Higdon with another pop out. At least he's put it into play, and that'll be out number 2. So the Wildcats basically down their last out.
So, well, top of the order. Let's see if we can bat around from this point on, right here. Let's see if everybody can get on with 2 outs.
Frazee stares at his first pitch strike right down the middle. 0-1. Definitely outside for ball 1.
I mean, like I said, we have 1 hit on the day. Let's see if we can turn that to a 5 or 6 right here. Come on.
Josh Kavner chiming in. Hunter Johnson is a pro pickleball player.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're on the circuit, right? That's where the name came from.
No, I am not on the circuit. If the circuit is eating and drinking at Chicken and Pickle.
Chicken and Pickle? Okay.
Yeah, that's the circuit I'm on. 2-1 here for Frazee. 2 outs. Wildcats down their last itty-bitties. That one's fouled off. 2-2.
There you go.
Getting a few texts here about scheduling and umps and all that business. I won't mention anything here. 2-2, 2 outs. Cooper Frazee, the junior. Big hit. Center field. That one will drop in the glove, and that will be ball game.
Man, rough night.
So Wildcats will fall to 16-5 on the season, falling 11-0 to the number 1 Fort Cobb Broxton Mustangs. Give credit to Coach Dale Bellamy and the Mustangs, inaugural winners here of the Broxton Green Memorial Tournament.
So Davis will be your winning pitcher. Chance Acord will get the loss in this one as he took it didn't take many runs. It was one. Whoever gave it the first run was gonna take the loss on this one since there was no comeback. So Chance, I think that'll be his first loss of the year if I look right. That is correct. So he'll go to 3-1 and he has 1 save. So unfortunately, you got to regroup. That's about baseball. We have another game to play, and you turn around and you play Tuesday. So Morrison.
Is it Tuesday or Monday?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, okay.
So we actually, this time, we don't have a Monday, Tuesday right
it's
after
Tuesday,
that.
Thursday.
So it's Tuesday, Thursday this week.
Then maybe we get some practice
right,
in.
Tuesday, Thursday, and we do not play this weekend. So only 2 games this week.
Okay.
So you're going to come
Not Friday? I thought we had a game Friday.
Do we? We need to double check.
Kingfisher.
Oh, well, it's the Kingfisher, the JV. And we'll do the announcement here of first place and second place in the Broxton tournament.
I'd like to congratulate Coach Bellamy and the Fort Cobb Mustangs. Congratulations. Thank you for coming out. Congratulations for first place in the first annual Broxton Green Memorial Tournament. You guys travel safe, and thank you for coming out. Thanks everybody that pitched in and helped this thing. It's a great week for baseball. Thank you very much.
All right, Dirk Phippen, big thanks to Dirk running the mic this past weekend. So you were talking about Friday.
So Friday is it's prom that night.
Ah, that's right.
They wanted to play. We were scheduled to play Kingfisher.
Yes.
Now there's talk about a noon game playing Kingfisher JV, but I hear that's up in the air.
That's not even worth it. It's not even worth it.
So I know we have a game on Tuesday. I know we have a game on Thursday. The game Tuesday is at Morrison at 5:00, and then come back on Thursday as a 5 p.m. game, Luther at home. So we will be, if you want to come back out here on Thursday at 5 p.m., we'll play 3A Luther.
On the road at Morrison Tuesday.
Tuesday
at
5.
And back home to take on the Luther Lions, okay? Well, guys, appreciate you guys joining us here. Just a special weekend honoring Broxton Green and the Broxton Green Memorial Tournament. Absolutely well done, Mike. Again, well stated. I thought your comments were absolutely fantastic. And really appreciate all of you guys watching us here on one of the top streaming services here in the state of Oklahoma.
Absolutely.
Again, we're approaching well over 500,000 over the last few years views. And we'll keep it going here as the Wildcats do fall to number 1 Fort Cobb Broxton. They do move to 16-5 on the season. We'll have rankings coming out for 2A here in a couple of days, so be on the lookout for that on OSSAArankings.com. But for all of you guys out there watching, we really do appreciate it. We'll be back here very, very soon. So for my man Mike Shaline, I'm Neiman Abavi. You guys have a great Easter Sunday. Keep it real, right?
Keep it always.
Keep it real.
Always.
Go Cats and God bless.